Hi, everybody. I've been stressing about our stress blog, but I decided to say, what is the worst thing that could happen? Well, guess what? It already did. It happened the first blog. So I actually left it up for a reason because nobody's perfect. So I just decided to not be ashamed of it and leave it there. It did have some creativity to it, but it was in need of some editing. I didn't get a chance to do it. But anyway, I wanted this to be better. It's really hard for me to read a script. I have to kind of memorize everything because it takes my focus off of what I'm doing. So I'm going to try to remember everything that I wanted to talk about. There's a lot of different kinds of stress, and we know that it's harmful from everything that we've been reading and learning, and we can feel it most of the time in our bodies when it starts to happen. And the best thing that is good for us is a lifetime change lifestyle with physical exercise and food choices. And this is true. And I've met many people that have done this, and it works. And you really have to commit to it. But once you do it, it's just like eating fast food. I can tell you that I've had experience with my stress myself. There's different kinds. As we know, there's the acute, the short-term stressors, and then there's chronic stress that can be really the bad guy. And I had a lot of experience with that. However, I recently came upon some information that I didn't see before, and they say it's new research. However, it seems to coincide with the positive self-talk. That is one of the best pieces of advice that I was given that helped me so much, is the way that I receive the stress or perceive it. So it's like our lesson says, the stress itself isn't harmful. It's the way that we react to it. So we have to be aware of that. And we can't fix a problem if we don't know what it is. So it's like if you were a professional sports player and you were on a team or boxing or something like that, you would study your opponent and their weaknesses and their strengths, and you would find ways to conquer and to go around them so you could be the conqueror. And that's kind of how I see this. We have to analyze our stress, be aware of it, and what causes it, what triggers it, and we have to identify what kind it is in order to tackle it, conquer it, and turn it around for our benefit. It can be done. It's not easy always. The acute stresses, I think, are easier than the long-term chronic. However, the chronic is the one that I used in this sense. And there was some research done at Harvard University. They did a study on 30,000 students, and they decided to tell themselves that the stress was not bad for me. They just changed it. It's called positive reappraisal. That's what it's called. And that's when you just reframe it in your mind, whether you believe it or not, and you see it as a friend and not an enemy. And you just keep practicing it over and over in your mind, saying something positive about it. Like, this isn't going to hurt me. I'm going to use it to my benefit. All the effects that it does to my body, I'm going to use it as energy to tackle it. And there's more information about this on this website. I also wrote down emotional intelligence, because this is almost some of the same strategies used to change your thinking into a positive mindset so that you can get over these things. So I have that link too for emotional intelligence, and that just teaches you how to change your thinking so that you can get through this and learn to practice it and do it and make it work for you. And then it's not your enemy, it's your friend, and you can actually use these feelings and the things that it does physiologically to your body to your benefit. I did it, and I went to remission, and I know that you can do it too. The Bible verse that I picked out for this week was Proverbs 12:25. Anxiety in a man's heart weighs it down, but a good word will make it glad. How much more perfect can that get? I think that we need to be grateful. Don't forget to be grateful every day. And we need to be good to people. And we need to share our knowledge, as I said before. And as long as we're doing right as God would have us to do, then He will reward us as well. And be patient, be faithful. And remember, don't get discouraged. Find you a mantra, a positive mantra, something to say to yourself. Talk to yourself as you would a friend if they came to you in need. What would you say to them? Say that to you, because you're just as important, and sometimes we forget about ourselves and worry about others more. So this week, think of you a positive mantra that you can say to yourself. And if you keep doing it over and over and over, eventually it's going to catch and you will succeed. Remember, you can do it. See you next time.